Man, I'm back doing interviews finally. And the first
Mm,
interview I'm doing is my guy Ball Out the CEO from Newport
yes,
News, man.
sir.
Ball Out, what you got going on?
Nah, shit, man. Chilling with the fam. I'm blessed, man. I can't call it.
I'm glad we're able to get this interview in. I've been watching you and checking out what you've been having going on, been rocking with the campaign. I seen you had that billboard out in Atlanta. That's what really caught my attention when I was
Oh,
I was
yeah.
out there and I seen it actually. So that
Oh,
caught my attention. I wanted to holler at you like, damn, that was good marketing. It's dope to see somebody else shit. You know what I'm saying, in a different state.
yeah,
When
for
you ended
sure.
up doing that, and what was the song? The song was
Got a ball with
Got a
180.
ball.
Yeah, my boy 180. 180 Cruise. That jump, we probably dropped that in like 2022, I want to say. I had some people hit me in my DM saying that they do that kind of marketing. And I was like, shit, fuck it. I'm gonna see what it's hitting for. I got a lot of good, like, I would say, like, good traffic coming with that. So like I felt like I'd do that shit again. Like, that was a good investment for sure.
You said it was a good investment.
Definitely a good investment.
Why? What made it a good investment? Like, what you got to see a stream go up, more followers, more calls.
More traffic to my page. The streams for that song did, it was hot when the billboard was out. So yeah, like when the billboard was up, the streams was up.
Why'd you do it in Atlanta, out of all places?
That was like one of the biggest, like when they sent me the like when they send you the shit, it'll show you like the traffic from like different spots with the billboards and shit. It'll show you like daily traffic. And that was like one of the
Ah,
top
okay,
jumps.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, might as well. And like I felt like he was doing his thing kind of out there for a little bit too. 180.
Okay. So what made you? You know, everybody do billboards, but that's kind of what it was like seeing yourself on a billboard. You know, where people where we come from, just seeing yourself on a billboard. I never seen myself on a billboard, so I wouldn't know how I would react. So what was that like?
Yeah. That shit was definitely dope. I didn't get to see it in person, but like just it being up alone, that shit was definitely dope. Like a good feeling for sure.
Why'd you why'd you didn't go see it?
I ain't had the time. Like being in the military, I don't get to move like that for real. Like how I want to move, military being away, like I can't just up and go somewhere for real, for real.
So the military really take time away. So what you really want to do rap, but you in the military, which is I see you show that a lot. So
Hey, that jump,
military get in the way of the rap career for real.
it do, but at the same time, it pay the bills right now. So it's like I'm using it to make the rap work. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, hopefully, it's the other way around where I'm just doing music and I ain't in the military no more.
So now, what made you join the military? Was it
Shit,
like a last resort type thing, or this is something you
definitely.
wanted to do, or you come from a military family?
Well, I mean, my brother was in the military, but like I wouldn't say I come from a military family. I was definitely down bad. I had went to college. I had tried Richard Bland. I went to Richard Bland for a semester. Then I transferred to Norfolk University. I was there for like, and that was there for a semester as well. Then some shit happened where basically got like suspended from the school. Well, kicked off campus. It was trying to make me commute, and I wasn't going for it. So I was down bad. I was on my last resort. I was like, shit. I'm at that road where I told myself, if I get here, I'm gonna join the military. That's where it was.
Well, so like me personally, I'm not somebody who would join the military because I don't handle like authority well.
Mm.
So like joining the military, what did they had what changed about you? If you could say it was anything.
I mean, them like the little like how they say like they'd be all up in your face like that. To me, that ain't shit because that's like how my grandma raised me. Like she was always showing tough love, but the difference was like they can't touch you, so it's just like, oh, that come with nothing because she was doing that and putting her hands on me, so it was like nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I adapted to that. Like it won't nothing to adapt to that, but I would say like early mornings and like late nights for real is the only thing that changed for me because I wasn't used to getting up like 4, 5 in the morning, going outside to work out and shit. Like, nah, I don't want no shit like that.
Now going through the boot camp process, like were you already athletic or working out, or how was the boot camp process for you and getting in that swing of thing?
Well, I mean, I was in like some kind of shape because I used to hoop a lot, so I was in like some kind of shape, but I wasn't in shape to run like 2 miles. That's what we was doing. We was running 2 miles and shit. Like I wasn't in that kind of shape, but I could run. But like eventually, like in boot camp, just like you in there for like two months and like 2 weeks. So like eventually you will just get better because every day they making you work out every single day for 2 months straight. So like at the end of that shit, I was in tip top shape for sure.
Did it like what was the first few nights like?
Right. The first few nights was like, I don't know, it was just eye opening because like you see everybody going through the same shit is like kind of like withdrawals from home, like homesick type shit. And then it's like people that's like who like basically like weak hearted, they be ready to give up the first few nights, and you just see that shit like, nah, I just got here. Like, ain't no way I'm finna just go home just cause like ain't shit even happened yet. Niggas just be ready to go though, cause like I don't know.
Um, you got to watch people like breaking there doing boot camp time, or was it later on?
Definitely broke in during boot camp time. Like you will see, I don't know, like she used to hit the fan so quick, and it was hot, so like heat get to niggas for sure. Heat get to niggas like doing shit that you don't want to do and you don't even know why you doing it. And it just like trigger you sometimes.
Did you get to see some like somebody pass out or something? Or what's the
Oh, I feel like in my basic training, we probably had like 10, they call them heat casualties. It's like when people pass out and shit. We had like 10 of them throughout the whole cycle where you
dang?
gotta like that shit crazy because they gotta like strip you butt naked and put this peel up your ass, like, and they gotta do it quick because it's like your body is like overheating from the inside out. And they say the quickest way to cool you down is from your butthole. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Shit,
Nah, that's
wow.
crazy. That's wild. No diddy. But so like what's the craziest thing you've seen so far during the I guess I would say the boot camp process and being in the whole military? What's the wildest thing you saw? If you could talk about it.
I would probably say in boot camp, the wildest thing I saw was this female. She was just like fed up. I don't even remember who she was, but she was fed up, and like the drill sergeant was trying to get on her ass, and she was like bucking back. She was really trying to fight one of them, and then like a whole crew of them just try to gang up on her, but she was not going. Like she was trying to fight all their ass. Like that shit was wild. Like she was really just causing a scene. Like that shit was wild. Nah,
And that's the wildest thing you seen?
yeah, like shit don't be happening for real. Like around where I be at, shit don't be happening. Cause I know shit be happening in the military, but I just personally ain't seen much of that crazy shit. You gotta
Now I've
go.
always wanted to ask somebody who's in the military and they rap, like, is this some way that like what you rap about can interfere, with your active duty?
I mean, in a way, yeah, because they don't want you to like say certain shit or like do certain shit, or you can't like protest against certain shit. Like, cause being in the military, like anything that you do can be like judged, basically. So like you could do like say I'm like got big booty bitches on my shit and they twerking or something and they got like they ass out like super crazy or something. Somebody can see it and be like, oh, this is too much, and then try to like take it to the military side and like do something with it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
So you can't even have, ass shaking
I mean,
videos.
I could, but if I'm just saying, like, that's for an example. Like, if somebody wanted to be like super, super trying to like fuck me over or something, they could try to take the smallest shit. It could cause an investigation, but that don't mean something gonna happen behind it.
Because I see, people who that's in the military, they'll rap, the gangster, the drill songs. And I've always just wondered, like, is somebody, is that like, can you do that? You know what I mean? But I guess you can. But I think they whole thought process be like, man, this rap shit gonna take off. So
Yeah,
do you see
yeah,
yourself
exactly.
you see yourself still rapping? If rap takes off, do you see yourself still being in the military or staying in the military?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, when I joined, it was peacetime. Right now, it ain't looking like too much more of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm ready to get the fuck out. I ain't even gonna lie.
How long? I mean, a lot of people talk about the benefits. So what did you really join for? You joined for the Hellcat?
I wouldn't say I necessarily joined for the trade because I'm a welder. So like when I joined, I got like when I went through my schooling for being a welder, I got a lot of certs and like that's gonna help me when I transition to the outside. So like I more so joined to like get something out of it, use it as like a stepping stone because I knew I wasn't gonna do the whole 20 from jump.
How long you been in so far?
In August it'll be 6 years.
And you not doing the whole 20.
Nah.
So you done after this term?
Yeah. I got till 2026 unless I can finesse my way out early. There's a couple ways to do that.
So right now you would say, I don't want you to say that. Never mind. I don't even want to ask you. So what's wait, hold on, let's pause right quick.
Right.
Now when I be hearing about, the military, it be like 50-50. Some people will say, they want to do the whole term. Some people don't. So what was your main motivation to get in there? Was just to get it, like you was in a situation at the time, or you was having kids, or what made you join it for real?
Yeah, I was just in a situation where I just needed I needed some that was like consistent income that I knew for sure was gonna be consistent income. So now I was like shit.
I
Ain't
see you
never
travel a lot though. So was those good experiences at least?
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another uh pro for the military. Like you travel on day terms, like they pay for travel for sure.
What's some places you been?
Shit, I've been to Hawaii, I've been to Louisiana, I've been to Texas, um, been back to here, Virginia. Um, I've been to North Carolina. What else they took me? That might be it. That might be it. Yeah.
So gotta ask the $1 million question. So with the benefits and all, the military is like a finesse.
If you play it right, yes, definitely a finesse. Cause like you could go in with shit that they don't know about, and then you could kind of claim, like, say you go in and your back was kind of fucked up before you join, and they don't never catch that shit. On your way out, you can start claims for that shit, and then eventually, if your percentage, if they give you a percentage high enough, you could be medically retired and get paid for the rest of your life for some shit that they didn't even do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. So now I see you scream, I'm from there too. Bad news. I be hearing that throughout your music. So now growing up in Newport News, what part of Newport News you grew up in?
Downtown, 25th and Pop Block. You know what I'm saying? Up the creek, East End shit.
What it, for you? What it was like growing up? Like what kind of kid was you? I guess.
Shit, for me, I would say I was the street hooper. Like everybody knew that I could hoop on the street. Like I could street hoop. Like it was nobody really fucking with me outside on the street. On the street hoop, it wasn't too many niggas fucking with me outside.
So why did you okay? Now let's take one topic right quick. So what was the best what's the best times you had, I guess, doing just hooping niggas up on the streets and stuff like that?
For the most part, yeah. Or just
Or
like
did you play
niggas.
sport? Did you actually play the sport?
I mean, I tried. I played in like middle school. I probably made the team in like, yeah. I only made the team in middle school. I never even played in high school. And when I played in middle school, I ain't even like play for real.
Why didn't you play?
I ain't get no playing time for real. I don't know. Barely
So
got
you
playing
like on
time.
the street, but you ain't, what's it? What, you can't play with a team or something?
I don't know what it was. It just like, I guess I was just like stage fright type shit, like getting in front of a crowd and then my skills wasn't there.
So how?
But it's like when ain't nobody watching on that street, it's just like I go crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. So being in the spotlight kind of affect you.
At that time, definitely. Like I don't know. It was like I never wanted to show. I guess it was too. It wasn't even that I didn't want to show my skills. It was more so I didn't want to fuck up. I guess. You know what I'm saying?
So you still hoop now?
Here and there for sure. Yeah. Trying to. I just be hooping and stay in shape now. Like I don't be taking it too serious.
So you see these guys in the music industry who be playing basketball. Who's somebody that can hoop and somebody that you think you'll bust their ass?
It's a few of them that can hoop. I say Dirk can hoop. I'll probably bust his ass. I ain't gonna lie. But he can hoop. Chris Brown can hoop. I'll probably I'll probably bust his ass too. I ain't even gonna lie. Who else?
Chris Brown can hoop now.
Chris Brown can hoop, but he just ain't been. I don't know. That nigga. I don't think he fucking with me though. I don't think he fucking with me. He probably got the height and everything, still just not fucking with me.
You watch the Crew League?
A little bit. I watched a few other episodes of YouTube.
Who can't hoop? Who just need to just hang it up?
Nah, it's a lot of them niggas that just need to hang it up. Shit. I know you seen that video of Lil Baby trying to hoop. That nigga don't ever need to try to hoop no more.
Yeah.
Who else I seen? 21. I don't remember Walker really doing shit either for real. He probably had a
throwing all my niggas, big man and niggas.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. That's probably really about it.
So growing up in Newport News, like what was that like childhood, like being in the hood, in the creek, man?
Man, that shit was wild. Cause like
I wouldn't say it's not the projects, like
nah, it's not that deep.
Right there beside it.
Huh?
But I said, but it's pretty much like right there beside it.
Yeah. It ain't that deep in the church.
What was that like growing up? Or like did you go to projects or you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, that shit was crazy because like I had older brothers, so anything that they was doing, I was really getting into because like I wasn't really trying to hang out with people that was in my age group. I was always trying to hang out with their friends, so everybody was older than me. Like the shit they was doing used to be wild. Like I don't know, I got introduced to the fast life kind of early. Like I don't know, I never really. Besides, like, I guess I would say like hooping, really the only thing that really kept me away from that shit. Cause if I wasn't like doing that, I would have just been like Shit, I probably would have started smoking way earlier than I did because I was really trying to stay away from that shit. Because I seen what it was doing to niggas. And I was like, nah, I definitely ain't gonna go that route. So I would say being raised in the hood with older brothers, it just like made me cautious. Like instead of like jumping into everything, I was more so sitting back watching everything.
What's some fun shit y'all used to do that was straight just hood shit though?
We used to kick those,
Kick though?
like, like just random. Like nigga, we was wilding so much we kicked the
Like
door
wait,
every
wait,
time
wait.
the crib we lived in.
Like robbery kick doors or just
Robbery kick door, like just
and that was
going
fun?
in that shit. Hell yeah, that shit was fun. That shit was just like adrenaline
What
rush.
made it fun?
Huh?
Like what made it fun? The adrenaline from it?
Yeah, just adrenaline, like not knowing. I don't know. I guess, and then like not knowing what the fuck we was gonna get going in that shit. I remember one crib we kicked. We had got like some PS4s and shit. Nah, I don't even think PS4 was out that time, but it was whatever, like PS2 or PS3. But them shits didn't even work. We hooked them bitches up. None of them shits worked.
So what's like the most expensive thing y'all ended up getting out of a house? Or
Uh,
apartment or whatever y'all used to do?
most expensive shit, probably some clothes or like a gun or something. Yeah, probably a gun for real, for real.
How many of y'all used to be?
Shit, we used to do that shit all the time. So it would be like a group. It would just be however many niggas would link up that day. To be honest, it would at least be like 5, 6. We'd
So
just be
how would niggas like split up the profit or whatever?
whatever you get, that's what you get. That's the crazy thing, nigga. Cause
So
like
whoever
everybody
ran in and
trying
hit
to
the
get some shit
jackpot,
for
it say
themselves.
jackpot. Oh man.
Oh God, everybody trying to get some shit for they self. Oh God.
So what like how would y'all do it? Like what made y'all pick out right houses, I guess? Like y'all used to
I
just
don't
wait.
even know. I don't even know. Like I was too young. I don't know how they was picking the houses, what they was scoping them out or what. Cause I felt like every time we did it though, like nobody was in the crib every time. Like I don't remember a time where we kicked the door and we ran into niggas. Every time it was like an empty crib, like niggas was on vacation or something. I don't know.
Police ever end up getting called?
Uh, Getting called, yeah. They probably got called, but they never caught up with us.
Yeah. Now, at one time, at one moment, you know what I mean, just growing up in Newport News, it's like we got to see, I'm not sure if you did, but it was a big change. Like, it went from going outside, really having fun, to now it's really a lot of gang and neighborhood shit going on. You
Yeah.
remember that change? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what was that like experiencing that? Me personally, I hated it because I was one of the persons always going to all the wrecks downtown and stuff like that and able to do all that. But then once it started gang and
Yeah.
neighborhood shit, people started dying for real, it was a wrap.
Hell, that's probably when I became
Still
more on the
outside, but
basketball
it was
shit.
a wrap for real.
That's probably when I became more on the basketball shit. Cause like I remember niggas being young as shit. Like I remember I was in like 8th grade, I want to say, when I lost we lost the nigga we lost, I don't even remember which one died first. Lil D, I think probably, or Lamani. We lost both of them niggas. Both of them niggas was like 13, like young as shit. Shit was crazy. That's niggas was dying and niggas was playing football and shit, like playing like be America, be nationals, like literally football. And this niggas just dying and shit. Like that shit was crazy. Had to
So
watch me, like you couldn't even go, like you saying, like shit was splitting up neighborhoods and shit.
what was it like for you though, going just from that? Cause it's like you could feel it. You could basically feel it in the air. Like, man, we can't even go over there no more. We
Yeah.
ain't going over there no more. you can go to anybody neighborhood, play with everybody, have fun, to nah, you might as well stay in your neighborhood.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that shit was just like,
Were you somebody who went skating?
I went skating here and there. Like I wasn't big on skating, but I went to like a few lock-ins and shit.
Cause you know it's big if you from downtown for
Yeah,
real.
that shit used to be jumping though. The skate ring and the lock-ins they used to have and shit. That shit used to be jumping for sure.
And when it come to skating, this is what I loved about skating. It wasn't, people gotta pay attention for real. It wasn't that many shootings and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that really surrounded it happened at the skating rink. So because it was
Mhm.
like we don't have much to do. So it's like for some reason that was always protected. I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
So that
Oh
was
nah,
dope.
you never really heard shit happening. I mean, niggas got into a few fights at the skate ring, but it never led to no crazy shit happening.
Anything niggas involved is gonna be some fight. But you see,
Yeah,
there's
that's
other
that.
places that was like, say, like a Dunn's River or people was going bowling or something. Those got shot up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Carnival shot up. You feel me?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, the carnival.
like
Yo, the
anything
carnival
else,
used to get
anything else
wild.
besides the skating ring really wasn't getting shot up.
Carnival used to get wild. Yeah,
I mean,
damn.
everything else besides the skating ring was really getting shot up for real. Like after that change of the neighborhood, because where we from, like, see, people don't understand where we from. Like uptown is like far as shit to us. You
Yeah,
feel me? So
yeah.
downtown, people wasn't really going uptown. It was like
Damn.
a foreign country to us,
Oh
right or wrong.
god. Nah, you right for sure. They used to
Like
be like
we were
uptown,
catching the bus.
uptown.
So imagine like Norfolk and Portsmouth. That was
Yeah,
the third world country to us for real.
God.
And
Facts.
it's crazy to say that because it's so close though. Now that we
Mhm.
adults, it's close as hell.
Exactly.
But for us, you never really. It's just it's
That
crazy.
shit
Virginia
right
757 shit. This people, what people don't be understanding. Like we really not as unified as they think.
We not,
Going
bro.
from downtown Norfolk Mall, military circle, and that was not normal for Newport News people.
Yeah.
It was middle class for real. But overall, growing up in Newport News was lit, or was it bad? Some people say it's bad. Some people say it's lit when they do interviews. What was it like for you?
That shit was definitely lit. Like I love my childhood. I love my upcoming. Like that shit was my upbringing. I mean, but yeah, that shit was definitely lit for me. I don't know. Like I mean, at times it was rough, but like that shit make you or break you for real, for real.
So when did you start rapping? Were you in school?
Uh, when started rapping, as in like put my first song out.
When did you first get in the studio or at a microphone and start recording?
Shit, yeah, I was in college when I first started recording. I
College.
was in college.
Okay, college.
Yeah, I was in
What made
college.
you want to start rapping in college?
Well, I used to freestyle a lot when I used to smoke. Like in high school, like I was doing this shit like in middle school, high school. Like we used to just like have rap sessions and shit. We used to get high and do dumb shit. We used to have rap sessions and like I don't know, like my shit used to just stand out and niggas used to be like, yo, that shit was hard. Like, but I used to like during that time, like high school, I never was like, oh, I'm a rap. Like I wasn't never thinking of it like that. I used to just do that shit for fun. Like never thinking like, oh, this shit could take me somewhere, or do something for me in the future. Nah, I was just doing that shit for fun for real.
Which
Then
what,
in
what is it? What you ain't believe in it or
I
I mean,
mean,
that
I
was,
was more so I wouldn't say I didn't believe in it. It was more so of the image of behind what I thought a rapper was at that
which
time.
was which was
Gangster basically. Just a gangster, like somebody who like basically like not non-educated and just like you ain't got no other choice but to be that.
so you think like wait, I mean what you mean?
That's what I used to think of a rapper, like just somebody who was they was like basically on their last resort and they don't really got no other way to get some money. So they like, let me just try this. Let me try to make some music because I ain't got no diploma. I ain't got no, I'm just a fucking dropout, a high school dropout who ain't got nothing else.
What's the first song you put out and what was it like?
The first song I put out was
Did you have a different rap?
that on SoundCloud that I dropped with some other niggas. That shit don't count. That shit trash as fuck. But the first song I originally dropped is First Night Out. It's about my brother who was shot and paralyzed. He was shot and paralyzed on my birthday. Shit was
He's still
crazy.
alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
What was that like?
That shit was wild. Like I remember I was
Like at your birthday or just on your birthday?
On my birthday. Like I had turned either I was 12 turning 13 or I was 13 turning 14. One of the two, I can't. But anyways, I was walking outside and shit, and the nigga was walking up. Like somebody was walking up, like they had just parked. They was walking up to the house, like, where your grandma? They was asking for my grandma and shit, telling them they was just saying somebody had been shot. And then when they got to the door to tell my grandma, I heard them say my brother was shot and shit. And I'm just thinking like, damn, he was shot. But I wasn't even like, I don't know, I was too young to like really think about what was going on until like we was at the hospital and shit. But they was like, he had got shot 6 times and one of the bullets split his spine and he was like going through trauma and shit. So he was like super like he was swollen basically, like his whole body was swollen. But they were saying that they didn't want us to see it, so they only let like my grandma in the room. I don't even think they might have only let her in the room. I know I didn't get to go in because they were saying like it was too traumatizing. They didn't want everybody to see it and shit.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He paralyzed from the chest down.
Oh.
Hell yeah. My oldest brother.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You ain't dive into the streets. Is that one of the reasons why?
Yeah, definitely. Cause like I said, I was one of the niggas who just like, I'm the youngest of all my siblings, so I got to watch all of them basically go their own route and do what they was gonna do right before it was my turn to choose which road I'm gonna take. So like I watched them all, and I seen how that shit played out for him. I was like, yeah, nah, that ain't the way to go.
What was it that you seen that said, nah, that ain't for me? Was it like going to jail?
The way he had to move, the way he was living, like, and then the story behind the shit that happened to him, like, nah, that shit.
So it was just like what, how grimy it was, the streets were?
Yeah, basically, like, you can't trust. I already knew that, but it was like you really can't trust nobody, no matter what. Like, never turn your back to a nigga, no matter what. No matter what, cause like you never know. Like you give a nigga a chance, never know what he gonna do with it.
So what's Money or Mercy?
Money or Mercy is a label that me and my boy Banga Dump started, but right now we going through some shit with it, cause like when we started, he was the only artist, and I was just like kind of like the manager. I was helping him push his shit. But now that I be making my own music, it's like I don't know. I guess he feels some type of way about me pushing my own music. Like I ain't pushing his as hard because I'm pushing mine too, if that makes sense. So he feel like it's kind of me. I guess he feel like me rapping is kind of in the way for the label because he want to be. I don't know. I don't even know what. I don't know what the confusion is with him. I understand what he's saying, but it's like what at the same time. Like shit, I'm gonna keep rapping, so I don't know what you want me to do, bro. But yeah, it's a label that we started.
Wait. So you came in as a like a manager.
Yeah.
But then you started rapping.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what you was funding the careers of y'all both, or like, what you was just
In the
rapping?
beginning, I was just like funny his shit, basically. Like I wasn't rapping at all. I was just like in the behind the scenes, just doing what I could, trying to put money in where I could, like whatever he needed help with. Yeah, I was helping him with it. Like
So now, do y'all still speak though?
we ain't talk. We just had like a little conversation about it because he seen some shit in my email and like he hit me about it and was like, "What's this?" And then he was like, "I feel like you moving like on your own type shit. Like you ain't moving like how you was moving in the beginning." And I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but like this shit just as much as he was trying to say like I should drop the label and shit, but I'm like, shit, this shit just as much mine as it is yours. So I don't understand what you want to do with it.
So what did y'all go 50-50 with the label, or
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
man,
Hmm.
y'all, that's just some y'all letting it work itself out basically, or
I
y'all just
mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like I ain't really tripping about it. I could go start up another label. Like that shit ain't nothing. Like it is what it is. Like I don't. It ain't no smoke behind it, but it's just like I don't know. It's kind of weird at the same time. It's like a weird. It's like a weird feeling, but it ain't like. It's just like I don't understand the nigga. Like, how could you feel some type of way about the shit? Like, I feel like the way that I was trying to explain it to the nigga is like it's better for me to rap and you to rap, and we both push our own shit. Like, it's better for two versus one. Like, why would I want you to make it and then we gotta split everything you make? Like, nah, when I could go get my own bag too. Like, I don't get that.
maybe it's because he wanted the funding though. Like you was, and being the manager, you feel me? You able to help him take the load off his self. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
It was
understand
kind of
where
like
you're coming from.
it won't maybe because it's like this won't the plan we agreed on, or
Yeah,
did you holler at him before? Even though you don't have to, but you know how it goes. Like I'm about to start rapping, if we got a
yeah.
relationship, so hey, you gonna have to start funding your
I
own,
definitely told him though.
or
I
was you
definitely
still
told him.
funding it?
I was still, yeah, like I still be helping him when I can. Like I be telling him,
Well,
let
that
me know
shouldn't be a problem
ahead of
then.
time. Huh?
I said, well, it shouldn't be a problem then.
That's what I'm saying. Like I be telling him, like, yo, let me know ahead of time. That way I can show you, or I can know like in advance where this money finna go. But he just be, I don't know. And then like he
So
had dropped the project. He dropped the project, and I'm like, you need to make more content. And then he like, when I get some money to shoot the video, I'm like, bro, it's a million ways to shoot. Like, you ain't gotta do that every time. Like, I understand, yeah, shoot the video, but you could do little trillers until you get the money for the video.
definitely. Yeah, it's a content game, man. I try to tell artists all the time, you gotta consistently put out content, drop content, stop being a
Yeah,
perfectionist these days. You gotta just keep up with the Joneses and be in the algorithm, create your own algorithm. Like, everything don't have to be a music video. It can be a music video, it could be a vlog, it can be pictures, it could be whatever. Like, just feeding your fans and people that watch your content.
facts.
So with that, like, it's a clothing brand too. So you gonna y'all dropping new merch with it, or
I'm thinking about starting up another jump that's gonna be like family oriented. I'm
Money or
thinking about
mercy? I like those though. I like
I
those
do.
shirts.
That's what I'm saying. Like I already like I fought with that shit too. Like I would not stop pushing that shit, no matter if we fell out, because that shit still have mine. I don't give a fuck. Like that shit hard. I don't care what happened behind it. I still push Money and Mercy. That's what I was telling them. Like this shit have mine. I don't care what you do with your hair. You ain't gotta
But
push it if you want to.
you gonna go with the different the family oriented brand instead.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have another one. Yeah, I'm gonna start dropping all my next songs from here on out gonna be under a newer label. But I ain't gonna like take down any songs from the old.
So how the label coming overall? What, it was just you two as an artist, or him
Yeah,
as an artist? Now you an artist, or y'all
it's
had
just
another?
it's just us two as an artist. I know he was talking about putting some artists that he got under, but I don't know if he ever legally did that. He was trying to get some. He said he got like two artists, I think, in mind that he was trying to put under the label.
What's it like being in the army and pursuing a music career though?
It's I would say it's challenging because like I can't jump. Like I be getting a lot of people I be getting like showcases. People telling me they got showcases here and there here all the time, but it's like I can't just jump and go when they tell me the dates. I gotta go to my leadership, put in a pass for these many dates, and see if it get approved. It ain't 100% guaranteed to get approved. We can have something going on because we always got random shit going on in the military, like not classes, but like trainings and shit, or like going to the field or being deployed, going somewhere else. So like I can't just like move when I want to. That's the main challenging thing. Other than that, it's but that's where the bag is. So that's where the problem is. Like being able to jump and just go here, go there. Can't even do that if I wanted to.
Did you like staying you stayed in different places other than Virginia, haven't you?
Yeah.
What did you like any other place better than Virginia?
I loved Hawaii. Like the cost of living was higher, but like every day was a
So
beautiful
you
day.
actually stayed and lived in Hawaii.
Yeah, I lived in Hawaii for 4 years.
Oh, that's fire. Oh,
Yeah.
was it lit out there?
Yeah, it was definitely lit. So I got to see like before COVID hit, it was definitely jumping like every night. Like you could go out on a Tuesday if you wanted to. That shit was jumping. Somewhere it was jumping every night, either the colleges or like the clubs, the bars, the beach. Somewhere it was jumping every day of the week before COVID. But
What the
after
women
COVID,
like?
huh?
What the women like?
They was bad, but they be on game about the military because like
Oh,
it's basically like a military state, so they already know like they trying to trap your ass for real, for real.
oh man.
Yeah, I had this one badass bitch, but she had like 4 kids already, and I was like, couldn't even go for that. Hell no.
So you didn't join the military as like a reason to get away from Virginia?
I mean, I
Because
wouldn't say get away,
and
but
this
a
leading,
reason.
leading to my next question. I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, all right.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I said like I wouldn't you say like a runaway from Virginia, but more like a travel to see something else, like see the rest of the world for free. On top of that,
Because my first time, like actually leaving Virginia to where I could remember, like I left as a kid plenty of times, but
mm-hmm.
not that I remember. You know, I was too young. So my
Mm-hmm.
first time actually leaving and getting on a plane and going somewhere else, I was 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, that's not my question though. My question was because I watched Yo Land of the Free video, and I just something with me. I always talk about how Virginia, the first slave state,
Yeah,
we the South. You know what I'm saying? We started in the South and everything, and people don't understand. Like we are actually the first slave state.
yeah,
So watching your video with Land of the Free, it kind of like I salute it because it's like you getting out the message I be trying to tell people. You know what I
yeah.
mean? That and do you remember going to the slave plantations on field trips as a kid.
Definitely. I be telling people that shit all the time. Being from Virginia, that's wild that they took us on a fucking plantation and it's a field trip in elementary school. Like that shit is wild to look back on. I be telling people that they be like, what? Like they be like thinking that shit is not true. Like I'm capping or something, but like that shit real life. Like shit crazy. They passing around fucking cotton balls and shit. Like this what it looked like before and after they picked it. Shit used to be wild.
Now, what made you add I would say a plantation owner to the video? That was kind of wild.
Uh
It's art though, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But that was
it's
like,
just like when I be listening to my music, like even before it's mixed and mastered, like or I'm just like rehearsing to like put it down, every time it's just like visual. I visualize it. Like I visualize like a video for every song that I do. Like before I even put it out, I already kind of got like a visual of what I want to do with the song. And like that was the visual that I had. And being in the military, I got access to people like that. Like I could just hit up somebody like, hey, you trying to do this in this video for me? Pay them a little bit or whatever, like whatever they need. Like whatever they try and do just to get in the video. Like I don't even think I had to pay him nothing. I probably gave that man like a pack of beers or something small. Like and he did that shit.
because he probably enjoyed playing that role.
He probably did. His ass country boy too. His ass is from Ohio.
Now I know you say y'all having some issues right now with y'all brand, but what do you see the brand in 5 years? You think you still gonna be rocking with it or on?
Definitely. I ain't gonna lie. I do think I'll still be rocking with it. But shit, if not, then my other label would just be in its place. I see it striving though. Like I got the tools to get to where I'm trying to go. I just gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Only way to make it happen is to keep going.
Now we in Virginia. You know I'm Glass. Everybody know Glass TV. I would like to say, but were you able to witness Virginia's music scene get better?
Get better since when?
I like to say 2017 till about 2020 it got better, and then 2021, 2022 is probably was at its peak.
When did
Then,
when did oh go ahead, my bad.
and I was gonna say then 2023, 2023 into 2022 to 2023, it was a big decline,
Mm.
and that was it.
I feel like it was. I seen it going up. It was going up for a good little minute. Like we had some artists in Newport News. We had some artists throughout the 7-5 doing shit like really making the city like become major. Like we was back on the map again because we've been on the map before, but like back on the map again. But like you said, yeah, I see the decline, and then we got them artists doing their shit now. Like more top 100s and shit.
They
But
are from Nova, Northern Virginia.
oh, they were?
Yeah,
Mm.
Tommy Richmond and Shabuzi, they're from Northern Virginia,
Oh, okay.
Woodbridge, and some other part. I
Oh yeah,
forget.
yeah.
So now just seeing it get, I would say get better, and seeing like able to know about a lot more artists than an
Mhm.
artist, because it wasn't many artists at one time, and then it was a big explosion. So it's a lot of artists, a lot of people having dropping music, a lot of people got names, a lot of people doing their thing. To now we don't really hear too much about anybody rapping or making noise for real, man. What's that like? Or do you how what has been your outlook on the whole entire Virginia music scene? Period.
When did I'm a Dog drop? That shit was like what 2017?
I want to say 2017, 2018.
That's I would say around that time is when there was a peak. Like in Virginia, there was a peak around that time. Like Virginia was going crazy. Like I guess that was like the sound of Virginia at that time. Like that shit. They had Virginia on lock for a little minute.
So
Then
you say 2017, 2018 was probably the best.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
What made that the best? Just like the sound, or
I would say the sound, yeah. The sound, because that shit was different. When that shit dropped, that shit was different. Like that shit was hard. Like, but I seen other shit. I don't know. I guess it's just really about marketing too. Cause like I've seen other songs that I felt were just as good as that song, didn't do the numbers that that song did. I don't know I don't know how the artists be pushing their shit, but I just think that marketing plays a part in it too.
from the time of them any of them big records, we didn't really even see too much marketing from it. Like a lot of it was organic. I'm not
Mm,
saying that maybe the artist just didn't know how to market and it was really organic, but
yeah,
you didn't really see them the videos anywhere else, them being promoted anywhere else, any blogs at the time really talking and speaking about it. Like, man, it was
yeah.
just really organic and it was a great organic thing, but in order to go further, you gotta push it and market it.
Hmm.
Um, you don't speak much about the Virginia music scene. It's like you care or you don't care about it, or you just putting on for your people and whatever.
Yeah.
You don't get
That's
caught.
yeah, I really don't get caught up in that shit. I'm just putting on for the listeners, that's for me. And if it ain't for me, keep it moving. I ain't trying to get up into all that because that shit don't get me paid.
Cause you don't do much music with the artists on the scene either. You know what I mean? I know you got a song with 180 Crews, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen you really do many records with other artists.
I don't know. I feel like now I'm low key ready for that, but at that time I wasn't ready for that because I felt like I still feel like it, but I feel like I have more of something to prove. Like show these niggas that I actually can rap before I try to go reach out to somebody else who already got a fan base. You know what I'm saying?
You got any new projects and features you excited about though?
I actually do. I got some shit in the works with nigga Young Crazy. We got some shit we about to drop. I'm trying to get this shit mixed and mastered now. I got another single that I'm trying to drop. I've been hitting these people. I think they through Compound, but like I don't know. I don't know. I guess they feel like I ain't got enough buzz or something. I feel like they trying to fuck me over, kind of shit. Like they trying to work it on their time. Like I already paid y'all. Like send my shit back. What y'all doing?
So what was that like getting in the studio with Young Crazy?
Well, actually, I wasn't like in the studio with him. I just cause like I got the studio at my crib, so I just be recording myself and then I send my shit out like that, like through files and shit. But like hearing his verse on it, that shit was definitely like it gave me like a boost, kind of like, yeah, this shit hard as fuck. But it's like, I don't know, it's like it come with recognition, I guess I would say.
Um, y'all shooting a video to it?
Definitely. I want to shoot a video too. I talked to him about it, but we ain't really spoke on the details about the video shoot yet.
Okay. Um, what's one thing you think you need the most as an indie artist right now that can help you propel your career forward? And I do want to say at one point you wasn't as consistent and then you just picked up out of nowhere and started being consistent for real,
Hmm.
which is dope to see. Yeah. And I want to see you continue on, by the way. But what's one thing you think you need the most right now as an independent artist?
I would say the main thing I would need is marketing, cause like that shit, like the song ain't even gotta be the way I've seen it. The song ain't even gotta be fire. It just gotta have the right marketing, like the right approach. Like basically, like nowadays, you can make anything blow up with the right marketing behind it. the right scheme, like the right way to pitch it. Who you gotta know who you pitching it to, and like how to pitch it to them.
So like, do you sit and come up with marketing for yourself, or are you mostly looking for a team to market?
I mean, I try to, but I do need the team. That would make a big difference because like it be shit that like I might be overthinking it, and it could be like a whole team that already know what they doing. They could see my shit and be like, oh yeah, his shit just need this little fix, this small little fix, and then they make that shit blow up. Some shit that I'm not thinking about.
Now, Rollo said one of the worst investments he's ever made was being a rapper. What you think of that statement?
I don't think that that's valid because like being a rapper, it just opened up doors for other shit. Like you ain't gotta only rap, and rapping don't only open up doors for rap. Like you can niggas rap and then go do other shit, but they be known for rap. Like you could rap and then be a fucking you could be a co-host on a show or some shit, or you could be a fucking radio host. Could be a what the fuck? Damn, I can't think. You could be on a TV show, a movie, or something, actor. I could not get that shit. I could not think of the words. Yeah, you could be an actor though for sure. Like it's a lot of shit that just rapping alone can open up doors for other shit. So it can make multiple incomes come out of nothing, basically, or come out of one thing. So I would say, nah, that's false.
Now he was already rich before he started rapping though. Still
That
think like it's
so
false.
wait, in his situation, I understand what he was saying because he was saying like the spotlight kind of brought him down. So like being a nigga on the side who was making M's already and then coming into the spotlight, it kind of dropped for him. But if he would have just like stayed out of the spotlight doing whatever he was doing already, then he would have been up, like he said, like 40 M's in 10 months.
So, last question: what make you believe, in this rap thing, or just wanting to be a rapper or making music, and you traveling the world, you doing different things, you seeing different things, seeing different food. I mean, trying different food. What make you want to be a rapper?
Shit. I just always like music, and I just feel like the story that I'll be pushing, it might relate to a lot of people like that's going through what I'm going through or anything like what I'm going through, and it just might uplift them and shit, get them through a dark day or a hard time or something.
What you got on the way right now?
I got a single that I'm about to drop called Ball In. I'm trying to drop that shit. What's today? July 19th. I'm trying to drop it August 5th. I'm trying to drop it by August 5th. That shit gonna be on all platforms. It's probably gonna be under the new label, which is gonna be Wilkes Inc. WILK. That's my last name, Wilkins, but it's gonna be Wilk because that's where everybody used to call me. And that's what they call me in the military. They call me Wilk. But yeah, the new label,
The new label.
new label coming soon. Wilk Inc. God.
Now I seen you met Schoolie, and then I seen you had Hezzy God making a video to one of your songs. What's that like?
I had met Schoolie at a Music Monday in Atlanta. He had performed with another Atlanta artist. That shit was dope though. Like they music, that shit. I understand why he got a lot of big tracks too. Like he big in Atlanta. Like he really big in Atlanta. Like they were showing that shit. Like they were showing that shit. And then the Hezzy got shit. I had just hit that nigga. I had hit him in his DM for promo. That was really how I got him on the shit. I had sent him the song, and then he was like, "Yeah, I fuck with the song. Like, I'll do a video to this for this much." Then I just sent him the price, sent him the bread, and then that was that.
Now seeing somebody like Schoolie, right? Now he hasn't had, I would say, a major Billboard hit, you know what I mean, as himself as a solo artist and doing his thing, but He's an Atlanta legend. Atlanta love him. Different places love him, and different places book him. How do you see yourself, or how do you see someone like Schoolie's career? Like, could you take that? Is that something you strive for, or you want the big
Yeah.
record? The, you know,
Nah, that's the way he living. That's successful to me. Shit, like it's not about one big hit or nothing like that. Like,
basically what I'm saying is like he got his select fan base of people and
yeah,
new people coming in, being his fans, versus he had a major hit record and everybody loved his music, and then he
yeah,
blows up. And you know what I mean?
yeah. That's what I rather have that loyal fan base, whereas like they fuck with you no matter what, versus having a hit where they might like you drop that shit and then the next song is like, oh, it's not that good, so now you flop. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have that loyal fan base that's gonna be there, that's gonna rock with you.
Man, ball out the CEO. I appreciate you for the interview. First of many. Nice meeting you. You know,
Yes, sir.
we got more work to do. I want to see you keep going up. It's dope to see the people starting to turn around and really rock with your music and your brand. So, congratulations on the daughter as well,
Appreciate that for
and the new
sure.
crib. I watched that
Yeah,
vlog on YouTube.
oh yeah, the crib. I had to take the vlog down. I'm about to put that shit back up. I had to take it down. Got some new additions to the crib. Waiting on a new couch to come in right now. Oh God,
Man, ball out. I appreciate you.
for sure. 7-5 was good. Y'all be easy.